Hey guys, my name is Taimur. This is my first podcast. I'm going to do 2 episodes every week. This is season 1, episode 1. If you guys want me to discuss any topics, please feel free to message me and I will be happy to discuss those topics. I'm going to find every week good stories, some motivational stories, some real life stories, some unsolved mysteries, and I'm going to basically provide it to you guys. So today I'm going to basically discuss some motivational stories that can actually change our lives and can make us a better person. So basically, we have so many things to be thankful of. We have so many accomplishments. We have so many achievements. We are fighting every day. We are basically 2 warriors. We've been fighting all our lives. And then there are so many things that actually happen, really bad with us in our lives. So, there's some sort of failures that some people can actually not just they cannot move on with that. So this story is basically about never let one failure from the past hold you back in the future. So I was reading this basically story somewhere. So the story is basically as a man was passing the elephants, he suddenly stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held by only a small rope tied to their front leg. There was no chains, there was no cages. It was obvious that the elephants could at any time break away from their bonds, but for some reason they never did that. So he saw the trainer nearby and he just, randomly asked them why these animals just stood there and made no attempt to get away. Well, the trainer said, when they're very young and much smaller, we use the same size rope to tie them, and at that age, it's enough to hold them. It's actually enough to hold them, that rope. So basically, as they grow up, their mind conditioning is like that. So they're already conditioned to believe that they can never break away with that. They cannot break away with that. So they believe the rope can still hold them. So they never try to break free. That man was asking, the person who was asking this question, that man was amazed. And he said these animals could actually at any time break free from their bonds, but because they believed they couldn't, they were stuck right where they were. So guys, there are so many things that, the fear, the anxiety, the depression, this is actually nothing. We can always progress in our lives. We can do so much in our lives, but it's just the mind conditioning. We need to just put our mind in a thoughtful mode. We need to put our mind in a positive mode, so we can think more and we can grow in a positive way. And there are many things that we actually do on daily basis, including me. I also do that, and I also want to change that habit. And I also want everyone who's listening to our podcast to change this habit, and actually everyone in the world. Because if we actually do that, the world is going to be a really better place to live, to breathe. We really complain a lot, and we take our relationships actually for granted. We basically talk to our mother rudely, talk to our father rudely. Sometimes we're not even good, sometimes good sons, good husbands. All of that, it's basically it's wholly happening because of one thing. It's because of the complaining. Nowadays, when we go outside, if we don't like something, we just start complaining just in a second. We don't even wait for the other person or for the other party to actually just approach us or explain them, but we just started complaining. This is becoming our nature. Every day we're becoming so toxic. We don't even give people chance to explain their side of stories. We just always complain. So the story I was reading somewhere, it's a very interesting story, a very small, short one, but it's very interesting to listen, guys. So basically this story is stop wasting your time complaining. So there was one time people basically used to visit a wise man, complaining about the same problems over and over again. So people basically used to go and visit this wise man every time, and they used to only complain about every time simple same things over and over again. So one day that wise man, he decided to tell them a joke, and they all started laughing. They just started laughing. After a few minutes, he told them the same joke and only few of them actually smiled. After just few minutes, he just told them the same exact joke, but only few of them actually smiled. So let's take, there are 10 people in the room, they're sitting, and one wise man is cracking up a joke. All of them are laughing. And after some time, the same wise man cracked the joke again, the same joke, but maybe 5 of them laughed. So then he told the same joke again for the third time, but no one laughed or smiled anymore. On that time, when he told that joke for the third time, nobody laughed, nobody smiled. So the wise man smiled, and he actually said, "You cannot laugh at the same joke over and over again. So why are you always crying about the same problem?" Guys, we need to, when we are complaining, before complaining, if we actually just take a second or maybe three tiny seconds in our life, just pause our lives and just think before complaining, just 3 seconds before. There are so many things in our lives that we should be thankful of every day. We should be happy about. We should cherish them. We should be, smiling, laughing, making people happy. But we don't take that 3 seconds in a day. So then we are ending up destroying our relationships. We're becoming toxic. We're not, we're always in that constant zone of complaining. So this is something that, from our podcast, when we're bringing up motivational stories, I just want to inspire everyone. I just want to inspire myself also. So when I'm speaking about that, I just want everyone also to I just want myself to be also, to also change in this, to also change, and I should also stop complaining. There's so many people who are complaining, and I just want everyone to stay happy. Just take 3 seconds out, just stay happy. And one thing, guys, I want to talk about is, stop chasing happiness. There's lots of people have tried chasing happiness, but they can never chase happiness, because happiness is within. It just comes within. It's natural. You cannot fake it. So many of motivation speakers, so many of influencers, so many of people, so many of big people have actually talked about it on the internet, on the TV. It's not measured by money. It never does. You can never measure your happiness with money, because it's just a piece of paper. Life, you cannot chase happiness. In life, the relationships that you have, the talks that you have with people that really loves you, that really enjoys being with you. I strongly advise everyone to find these people in your lives. They are those people are in the faces of your parents, your siblings, your partner, your friends. Have good relations with everyone. Try every time. Just stay positive with them. And the most important thing that you should do is just try to make other people happy. And because I'm not saying listen to their toxic behavior. If you think those people are not for you, then do not hang out with them, because those people are not for you. You need to chase happiness, so you need to keep people happy, energetic. You need to be positive. Just my advice to you guys. Also, I follow it every day for my life. Just stop chasing happiness. So there's a story. Basically, an old man used to live in a village. The village was tired of him. He was always gloomy. He constantly complained and was always in a bad mood. The longer he lived, and he became more poisonous with his words. People did their best to avoid this guy, because his misfortune was contagious. He created the feeling of unhappiness in others. So people basically stopped even, meeting this guy, because they were always thinking that whenever this guy is around, nobody feels happy. Everyone feels, not motivated, not driven because of this guy. But one day, what happens when this guy turned 80 years old? An incredible thing happened with him. Instantly, everyone started hearing the rumor in the village. The old man is happy today. For the first time, this guy, when he turned out 80 years old, he was happy. So he doesn't complain about anything. He's all the time smiling, and even his face is freshened up. So, he was 80 years old. So the whole village, just gathered around this man and just, asked him, "What happened to you? How can you change like this? All of a sudden, you're 80 years old and you're always happy. You're always smiling. You're fresh up. Everything has changed, man." The old man replied, nothing special. He just replied very normally. So he was 80 years old. He said, for 80 years I've been chasing happiness. Guys, listen to this really important part. It's a very small thing, but it's really motivating. So for the last 80 years, this guy was actually chasing happiness. And then he found out it was useless to chase happiness. So then he decided to live without happiness and just enjoy life. That's why I'm happy now. That guy said to the villagers that he was chasing happiness all his life till he's 80 years old, and suddenly he stopped chasing happiness, and then he actually feels happy. So guys, this is something that we should all do. We should stop chasing happiness. We should always be good with people, humble with people, kind with people. If you are a CEO of a very big company, if you are working in a very small position, everyone is equal. Everyone is human being. Everyone have the same heart. Everyone have the same same breathing system, same nervous system, same mind, same eyes, same nose. Every single thing is the same. There's no difference. Still, we basically be bad with people, be rude with people. This will never help. So guys, I strongly advise, stop chasing happiness and always stay humble with everyone and try to bring out good in people. You will be happy, other people will be happy. So this is a natural saying. If you like someone, the other person will also like you. So guys, thank you so much for joining the podcast today. I'll be bringing you every week some exciting topics to discuss. If you have any feedback or any topic you want me to discuss, please feel free to message me and let me know. Today was the first episode. I'll be bringing out 2 episodes every week. So any feedback or any critics, please feel free to message me and let me know. Thank you so very much, guys, for listening to the podcast today. See you soon. Signing off.